Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of TD 101. In this episode, we will be learning how to draw a circle that is inscribed in a triangle, as well as a circle that is circumscribed around a triangle. Stay tuned. Okay, so before we can start drawing the inscribed circle and the circumscribed circle, we have to firstly know what it is. An inscribed circle to any object is a circle that is touching all the sides of the object. Now, if I'm going to draw an inscribed circle to this triangle, it would mean that I'll draw a circle that is touching all the lines tangentially. If I'm going to draw a circumscribed circle, however, to a triangle, it would simply mean that the circle will touch all vertices. Each point on the triangle is called a vertex. Will touch all the vertices of the triangle. Now I will need to erase this description in order to do the circumscribed circle, as the circle will pass through. So if you're going to replicate this drawing for the sake of practicing, do not write the description directly under it. Alright, so let's begin with the inscribed circle. Now, when inscribing a circle in a triangle, we have to bisect any two angles, and the lines that where the bisecting angles meet, or the point rather where the bisecting lines meet, that will be the point where the circle is supposed to be drawn. So let's do that. We have this angle here, this angle here. In order to bisect an angle, we have to firstly draw an arc that is touching both points of the angle, or both lines that are creating the angle, and I'm going to do that for any two angles. I don't have to do it at angle C, because once you are doing it at two angles, you'll get the point that you need. Once I've done that, I'll now proceed to place my compass point. I'll call this point 1, I'll call this point 2, I'll call this point 3, and I'll call this point 4. So I'm going to open my compass a little wider than I have here to a convenient length. I'm going to place it at points 1 and 2. Once I've placed it at points 1 and 2, I'm going to get another point. For the sake of you seeing clearly, I will not label this point. Once the lines bisect, or the arcs bisect, I'm going to draw a line from A that will pass through that point. I'm going to do the same thing for 3 and 4. You have to draw the line first before doing this so that you're not too confused. So from 3 and from 4, I'm drawing 2 more arcs, and those arcs intersect here. And I'm going to do the same. Please bear in mind, I'm drawing in construction lines. So, as you will see, this is the point of intersection right here. I'm going to call, let's label the points now. This is 5, this is 6. Point 7 is now the point that I'm referring to. You are going to now open your compass and look where I'm going to place the compass. On one of the bisecting lines. You see this line that bisects the angle over this side? I'm going to ensure that the compass point is placed on the 7th point, and the point where that bisecting line touches the triangle, which is here, I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to now draw my inscribed circle. The circle should touch or be a tangent. Once it is a tangent, it's just touching, it's not overlapping. You're just touching the circle. So the circle should be a tangent to all three lines. If it's not a tangent to all three lines, it simply means that you're doing something wrong. You may have constructed the angle or bisected the angle incorrectly. Or you may have done something else incorrectly. So now this is a circle that is inscribed in a triangle. Let's now proceed to draw a circle that is circumscribed in a triangle or around a triangle. Now, in doing so, we have to bisect any two lines. If we are not sure or if we don't remember how to bisect lines, we can resort to the previous video. I'll link it in the description. Not the immediate video before, but there's a series that I explained. I used that series to explain bisecting of a line. And this is how it is done. Let's say I'm going to bisect AC, or AB rather. I'll open the compass to more than half the length. So this is more than half the length of AB. And I'm going to swing an arc. The arc should swing at the top and at the bottom. At the top and at the bottom. You don't have to swing the arc all the way through, as long as the arc's at the top and at the bottom, as long as those arcs are intersecting at the top and at the bottom. Then I'm going to proceed to draw a line through. This is my bisecting line. You have to ensure by doing this, your compass or your instrument is not shifting out of place. This is my bisecting line. The next step would be to bisect any of the other lines. I'm going to bisect BC. I can choose to keep the same radius, or I can choose to change it. If I change it, it still has to be more than half. But please don't let it confuse you. So this is a arc that I'm swinging at B. And I'm going to place the compass point at C with the same radius. And I'm going to swing an arc. And you notice the arc is cutting the first arc that I swung. And it's cutting this second arc that I swung. And these are the 2 points that you are going to connect. And if you notice, this bisecting line, I used this line to bisect this line, and I used this line to bisect this line. This line and this line, they are referred to as bisector lines. Those lines meet at a point. Once you find that point, that will now be the point where your compass will be placed. And you are going to now open your compass and to point A, or to C, or to B, it doesn't matter. Because once you draw the circle will pass through all 3 points. And again, if the circle is not passing through all 3 points, it may mean that your drawing is not 100% accurate. And there you have it. This is an inscribed circle. This is a circumscribed circle. In getting the inscribed circle, all we did was to bisect any 2 angles. The bisector lines will meet, and that's the point where you will put the compass point to draw the inscribed circle that should touch on all three lines or three sides. In the circumscribed circle, you're going to bisect any two lines, and I've chosen to bisect AB and BC. And wherever the bisector lines meet, that's the point that you will use to draw the circumscribed circle. So let's recap. An inscribed circle within an object is a circle that is touching all sides of the object, while a circumscribed circle to an object is a circle that is touching all the vertices or the edges of that shape. I hope you grasped this concept, and I hope you like and subscribe and share the knowledge. Have a good day.